Hi guys, welcome to my affordable watch collection. My name is Aviv, and today we are going to take a look at an automatic GMT watch, homaging the iconic polar white Rolex Explorer 2, the Pagani Design PD-1682. We'll go over everything you want to know about it in order to make an informed decision on whether or not it is worth your money, all the specs and measurements, the pros and the cons. I bought it on sale on AliExpress and paid $102 for it. When not on sale, it goes for around $125. It comes in two colorways, black and white. Both have brilliant orange accents. Pagani Design is a brand that probably doesn't need any introduction by now, especially if you're familiar with the whole AliExpress Homage watches scene. And if you are familiar with it, then you might recognize the standard Pagani Design cardboard watch box. It has the name and logo embossed in gold on top and in silver inside. You get the usual non-signed guarantee card, a user manual, a branded microfiber cleaning cloth, a little screwdriver that doesn't fit the screws on the bracelet, and a Pagani Design hang tag. I always keep the links I remove from my watches inside their original boxes so they won't get lost. So here are the 4 links I removed from this one to fit my 7-inch wrist. Since I ordered this watch during a promotion, I did get an orange NATO strap for free. It looks great and is pretty good quality too. If you have larger wrists, you're gonna love the measurements. The width of the case is 42 mm. It is 12.5 mm thick. The distance between the lugs is 20 mm. Lug tip to lug tip is 50 mm. And with those 4 links removed, the watch weighs 158 grams. It is water resistant to 100 meters, which is great for everyday use and even a dip in the water. The dial is white and has a dull matte finish. There's a black printed mini track running along the edge of the dial. After that, there are applied indices with a dark gunmetal finish filled with lume. We have the classic Rolex layout, so a downwards facing triangle at the 12 o'clock, batons on the 6 and 9, and circle indices everywhere else except for the 3 o'clock position, where we do have a date complication window, black numbers on a white date wheel. Pagani Design name and logo are printed in black beneath the 12 o'clock triangle, GMT in orange, and automatic, water-resistant 10 bar or 100M are printed in black above the 6 o'clock marker. The hands too are gunmetal colored, Mercedes style as you would expect of a Rolex Homage, with an added orange arrow-shaped GMT hand that will allow you to track a second time zone. All 4 hands are lumed, which is great because many other wall-time watches don't have the GMT hand lumed, rendering it useless in darker environments. The lume shines in a blue light, similar to BGW 9 compound, but Pagani Design don't state which exact compound is actually used on this watch, so I can't say for sure. Either way, it looks very nice and bright at first, but doesn't last for a whole lot of time. The bezel is fixed, it doesn't rotate, it is made of stainless steel and has a brushed finish with 24 hours markings engraved and filled with black paint. We have large and bold Arabic numerals on the even hours and triangles marking the odds. The watch sports a flat piece of scratch-resistant sapphire crystal with a sapphire Cyclops magnifying glass above the date complication window. Pagani Design state that it has a Swiss anti-reflective coating applied on it, but given the reflections bouncing off of it, it's probably not a lot of it, if any at all. The case is made of 316L stainless steel. It features a brushed finish on the tops of the lugs and crown guards, and a polished finish on the sides of the case and the base of the bezel. The quality of the finish is pretty good for a watch at this price point. Looking at the case from the side, you can see that the lugs don't really curve down all that much, and that should affect the wearability of the watch, especially for smaller wrists. On the 3 o'clock position, protected halfway by the crown guards, is a push-pull crown, signed with an etched Pagani Design logo. Twist it up to hand wind the movement. The winding action is smooth and consistent. Pull it out to the first position and twist up to flip through the days of the month, and down to move the GMT hand, which completes a full cycle every 24 hours. Pull the crown all the way out. The second hand will stop its sweep, and you can set the time. I've made a quick tutorial video on how you can use your GMT watch to track different time zones. Check it out if you're interested. On the back of the watch there is a screw-down display case back, with a mineral glass showing off the movement. It has some information engraved around the outer stainless steel ring. Pagani Design, water resistant 100 meters, stainless steel. The Chinese Mingzhu DG5833A movement that is powering the PD-1682 is a rather good looking one. It is an automatic 4-hander GMT movement that has either 21 or 23 joules. There's not much information about this movement online. It beats at 21,600 beats per hour, it hacks, and it hand winds. It has a power reserve of roughly 48 hours once it's fully wound, and I couldn't find any information about the accuracy. But overall, it does seem to keep pretty good time. The watch comes on a fully brushed oyster-style stainless steel bracelet. Its links are solid, and so are the end links. And the middle links of the end links protrude quite a bit, bringing the overall length of the watch up to 55 mm. This too will play a big role in how this watch wears on your wrist. The bracelet links are held together with screws rather than just push pins, which will help you to add or remove links to adjust the bracelet very easily. The new Pagani Design clasp is milled. It too is brushed, but also has thin polished chamfered edges. The brand's name is engraved on top. This is a fold-over clasp with a double push-push security system and 3 holes for micro-adjustment. It also features a pressed metal diver's extension, which I think is both unnecessary and not on par with the quality of the rest of the clasp. And here it is on my 7-inch wrist. 42mm is at the edge of my comfort zone, but I think this one wears quite nicely. It is on the bulky side, so it might be more comfortable for those with larger than average wrists, especially with those protruding male middle links of the end links. I would personally love it much more if it was a 40mm watch, but Pagani Design understandably decided to go with a homage to the latest Explorer 2, which is 42mm in diameter. I think this watch would look great on a variety of different straps, especially straps that have some orange accents. Legibility is okay. The gunmetal frame of the hands contrasts pretty well against the white background. The scarcity or the lack of AR coating can cause some distracting reflections in direct sunlight. So let's look at some pros and cons of this budget Rolex Explorer 2 alternative from Pagani Design. We'll start with the cons today. Looking at the design, well, it's nothing original of course, but when you look at it next to the original Rolex, like Jody of Just One More Watch did, it kind of looks a bit odd. The hands are a bit too skinny, and the indices are a bit too small. When you don't put it next to a $10,000 watch though, it does look good enough. I see a couple of cons looking at the bracelet. This is a rather good bracelet, a step up from Pagani's old bracelet, but those protruding end links make an already large watch wear even larger, and that might keep many people from enjoying this watch. I know that the original Explorer 2 bracelet has them too, but that's not the watch I'm reviewing. The diver's extension on the clasp really shouldn't be there. Nobody is going to put this watch over a wetsuit, and I think it only detracts from the otherwise good quality bracelet. The crown could have been a screw-down crown, just to give us more confidence in the 100 meters of water resistance. Last con today is not a specific issue with this watch, but rather to Pagani Design raising their prices in general. Again, this watch goes for $125, quite a steep price raise from their earlier automatic GMT model, the Rolex GMT Master Homage, that has very similar specs, plus a screw-down crown, and costs just $85. The quality of the finishing on the newer watch is better, but it's not that much better to justify the price difference. It is still worth the money in my opinion, and here we move to the pro side of things. This is a lot of watch for the money. For $125, or less if you manage to get it while it's on sale, you get a nicely designed and executed watch with sapphire crystal, complete and well-finished stainless steel construction, a mostly nice and solid bracelet, and an affordable automatic GMT movement with hacking and hand winding. The ability to track a time zone with an automatic movement is not something that usually costs this little. I think that if you are willing to overlook the downfalls of the PD-1682 and you think the size would fit nicely on your wrist, this is a very enjoyable watch and overall, great bang for your buck. What do you guys think? Drop a comment below to let us know. If you're interested in picking this one up for yourselves, please consider using the affiliate link found in the description of this video. It will not cost you anything extra, but will help the channel with a small commission. You will also find links to some of my favorite watch straps on AliExpress. Feel free to check those out as well. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my affordable watch collection, and hit the notification bell for more affordable watches related content. You can also follow me on Instagram, where you can get to know me and my collection a little bit better, get all the news about the channel, like why it took me so long to put this review out, and connect with me on a more personal level. Here is a quick link to my review of another Pagani Design watch you might want to check out. I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time.